Hello Chem 100, this is your instructor Ralph, and I wanted to go over sig figs with you a little bit with try this new method. This is called a LiveScribe pen, and allows me to actually talk and write at the same time. So we'll see how this works. If you guys like it, please let me know in the discussion board, and I may do some more of them as we go through these math chapters. So when we're talking about significant figures, if I wrote the number 100, you guys would probably all think I was crazy, because why would anybody write 100? You would just write 100, particularly if we were talking about dollars, right? You wouldn't say I have $100. So obviously zeros before the whole number, never count. So it goes the same if we're talking about small numbers. Like if I have 1 cent, I need to write 0.01 to write that I have 1 cent, right? The first zero, first zero I write is actually before the decimal place, is actually a courtesy zero. It's kind of like a courtesy flush, ha ha ha. It's a courtesy zero that you write just to kind of tell the teacher that there's a decimal point there. Particularly when you get into a grounded class, we get a little bad at our writing at times, and we need that. The second zero, first zero after the decimal place, is telling me that I don't have 10 cents, I have 1 cent. So it's holding a place. So the one after that is my first significant figure. So in this case, that one is a significant figure. In the case of the 100 above, when I said $00100, the first significant figure again was the 1. We'll talk about the other zeros here in a second. So zeros before a whole number never count. Zeros after a whole number only count if there's a decimal place. Count if you have a decimal place. So, for instance, in the case above, $100, only the 1 counts. The zeros don't count because there's no decimal place there. But if I actually, so this would be like saying, oh, I have about $100 in my wallet. But if I actually know I have $100, for instance, I have 10 tens, then I can say I have $100 with a decimal place, and now all 3 of those numbers count for sig figs. Same goes after a decimal place. 0.001 only has 1 sig fig, but 0.00100 has 3 sig figs, because I'm after a whole number, the 1, and I've got a decimal place over here, right? So the zeros have to count. Okay? The other thing that some people do get confused about is zeros between a whole number always count. Zeros between whole numbers count always. So for instance, if I have 1001, all 4 of those count. I hope this helps. If it does, please let me know, and I may do a few more of these. I'm thinking about maybe doing one for sig figs, because what happens, for instance, with a number like 100, I'm sorry, not sig figs, but I meant scientific notation. What happens if I have the number 100 and I need to report 2 sig figs? That's where we're going to use scientific notation to solve it. And so that might be the next one of this series, if these are helpful to you. Thanks a lot, folks. Keep up the hard work, and let me know how I can help you.